All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, dudes. Or at least we should be live. We got a fun one today. We are going to be opening up a player pick every 10 likes. So if you do enjoy the stream today / video, feel free to smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. We got a bunch of packs as well, so we'll have plenty of fodder to craft these. We're going to go crazy, dudes. So let's get it. Got a bunch of jumbo gold. We have a bunch of jumbo silvers as well. Look at that prem card right off the bat. Is chat working? Welcome to stream, guys. If you guys can hear me, type something in chat. There we go. There we go. All right. What's up, dudes? Yo, yo, yo. Vicente, what's up, bud? We did the lib like 10 times last night in this today. So I have plenty of packs. All right, perfect. Sule is a duplicate. Let's start making that player pick. Zule. Liverpool 4, Man U 0. Yeah. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. All right, what other leagues can we use? Can you do League One? So you got 32 there. What else can we do? 37. Perfect. All right, dudes. Every 10 likes, we're going to be doing a player pick. We just hit the first 10 likes. Let's get it. Spare me some coins. Oh, are these cooling off since yesterday? Yesterday, it was like all boards and walkouts. First one is not a board nor a walkout. Mumbo Rare Bronze goalkeepers going for 2.3 to 3.5. Haven't they always kind of been in that range, or are they up even more? How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. We got a bunch of packs. We got a bunch of fodder, too. We're going to have so many coins once the shadows are gone and once we open all these and sell the tradable stuff. I can't wait. Mumbo, I think you should start uploading stream highlights. I mean, we do. We uploaded one today. Siri, what's up, buddy? We uploaded one the other day and the day before that. Or I guess 4 days ago, whenever we left for Easter. How you doing today, Siri? All right, let me know once we hit 20 likes, dudes, and we'll do the next one. I'll just kind of build up in the meantime. By the way, if you guys are confused, the Libertadores and the Sudamericana have teams that are interchanging now because they updated to reflect what the current league is. So you have some teams that switch. You have some teams that have certain cards, and then since they switched, they're now getting other cards. So you might have some extinct cards in your club pretty soon. If people keep rinsing them. Have the common silvers gone up at all? Or are they still not going for 200 by now? I would keep an eye on those. Because last week they got to, what was it, like 400 a piece? Because everyone was making the silver upgrade packs. Which are literally insane. The silver upgrade packs, I think someone said you could get 20 special cards in them. So you have quite a few options there. I should probably look at kits. I just quick sell kits most of the time. All right, we're down to 4 of these packs, and then we got the jumbo gold. We're just going to rack in money. You snipe 10. Yeah, same thing goes with the silver ones too. Those are always a good idea to try to snipe because they always have some value. Also, League SBC cards. Take a look. If silvers rise, you're going to see a rise in the silver small leagues as well. So your championship ones that might not even sell for 300 right now, it might not be a bad idea just to get a bunch of 150, 200 bids. Because not only can you make coins right now and they're at their absolute lowest or close to their lowest, they go up and everything goes up. You can be doubling, tripling your coins on a lot of them. Bought 95 Pele and FB Sancho today. Ready for team of the season? Pele's so good. How much was the Pele, buddy? How you doing today, Nathan? Yeah, Thiago, they feel always worse after day one. That's kind of the case with repeatable SBCs. First day, they're insane. Then they seem to drop quite a bit. We're going to be spamming a lot today, so I'll have to see for ourselves. I'm doing fantastic, buddy. We'll be live for about 2 hours again tonight. Then I have to head out. Then Wednesday we'll be live for about 2 hours again. And then Thursday should hopefully be a longer one. Like a last ditch, open as many player picks as we can sort of thing. Who ruined the lib market? What do you mean? Are there like no bids? Hey, you're just back, Payet? GG. We're going to be doing the 85 plus player pick today as well. We'll be doing that with the duplicate fodder we get. It's just Prince coins, man. If you guys have the patience to try to list contracts as well and consumables, I don't know a better method than the lib. Striker to center forward, GG. It's another 5K. Dante, what's up, buddy? Whilst you were gone, you were doing Lib 24/7. I was doing Lib 24/7 too. And I was getting lots of bids, so maybe it's a glitch in your screen. Maybe try a different filter. I was doing it on the web app / companion app though, so I don't know if that makes a difference. You're getting a ton? Nice. You've made over 500K since Sunday morning. What you been doing again? I think you said the other day, but I forgot. I've got a left wing back. Sweet, we'll sell that later. Perfect. Anyone want to join me in the... Gosh. I will pass on that. Alright, I got a bunch of gold player packs as well. A lot of my profit comes from players sent to the club. I bet on silver League SBC players and sell the duplicates. Nice. So what have you been doing? Just bidding less than the buy now and selling for profit? Then you bought some team of the weeks doing that and sold them. Nice, man. Glad it went well. Liverpool go top after thrashing Man United. Thank you, One Football app. I appreciate it. Exactly, and we'll then do the League SBC with the players I sent to the club. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So essentially, you're doing like what we do for smaller League SBCs, bidding and then selling as well. But you're doing it with the Prem cards. Genius. That is awesome, bud. Was there a lot of competition on them? Or were you able to win quite a few? Manchester United or poop. But Spurs go to Anfield that weekend. That'll be a fun game. Nearly got the 5-0 prediction. Been doing that since last FIFA. What do you mean? Maguire's the best defender in the world. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Alright, what happened to the market? Ooh, look at that. Money, 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 money. Hope Maguire slips in the shower again. Jeez. Why is it saying the store's glitched? There we go. Most offenders only help one team. Maguire helps every team. That is true. People don't respect that enough about him. That's something people overlook. Bum, 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 bum. But yo, let me know once we hit 20 likes, dude. We are currently 3 away. So if you're enjoying the stream, feel free to smack the like button. Plan today is every 10 likes we'll be doing a player pick, and then in between we'll just be opening other packs, doing League SBCs, making coins, the normal. Are you going to do the moments pack? I'm thinking I might. I did one earlier this past week, and it did not go well, so we'll see. There is the Vieira that I could do as well, who could fit into my AC Milan past and present. So I might do that instead of the moments. $80 million. What do you think his main problem is? Is he just like out of position constantly? And allows people to get behind him? I haven't watched too many Man U games live, so I have no idea exactly what he's doing. But I'm assuming he's out of position. I'm assuming his communication's not the greatest. His speed obviously isn't. Step into things he shouldn't. His main problem is playing football. Is Vera worth the price? Absolutely, especially if you can grind him with untradables and like player picks and stuff. You can really bring that cost down. And he's endgame. 21 likes. All right, let's get the next one, dudes. Let's make that second player pick. What do you guys think the rating's going to be in this one? I'm saying we're going to get an 84. So I'm already up like 50K today. And we haven't even touched a contract, a majority of the player positions, and literally all our silver packs are just stored in our club. That is crazy. Alright, let's get that next one made. I'll get an 85 to be able to put into the 85. How about that? Alright, here we go. What do we have? We could do some Prem. We could do 2, 3. We could do Serie A. Then we can toss in just some random ones. All right, how do we want to do this? Perfect. All right. Second player pick for 20 likes. What are we going to get? Ooh. I would take this, but it's useless. Can't really use it too much besides fodder. So I'll take the Koulibaly. Daddy. GG. Alright, we'll go back to opening packs. Let me know once we hit 30 likes, dudes, and we'll get another one made. If we could get back to 8.8 mil right now off these jumbo golds, we're going to be well ahead of where we started. Akram, what's up, buddy? Watch some of their stuff. One of their videos is like so much coins. If people can return their serve, it's impossible to without luck. Players barely hit it. All right. Do we have any good position changes? They need to change it where you can see the price of position changes in a lot of the consumables from console. I don't know why that's a thing where you can't. That makes no sense how they don't have that fixed. It's the stupidest thing ever. I know you can see it when you go on the web app, but that should have been a thing fixed like day one. It shouldn't have even been a problem in the first place. Alright, final jumbo gold pack. Come on. Can we get a walkout? Nope. Dude, table tennis? Oh, gosh. You got Payet on an 81 plus? GG. GG. You've adapted with Ramadan? Yeah, how hard is it to start that fasting? Because I've fasted plenty of times. I've never done full fasting, though. I've always had water. So it'd be like a food fast. I've been able to go over a full 24 hours. But mainly I would do the either 12-12 split or 16-8 split. But I couldn't even imagine doing Ramadan fasting. Tips on depression: seek professional help, buddy. Get a therapist. That's the best thing you can do. People in your life can try to help, but it's better to get a person who is a professional in the field to talk you through what you're feeling. It's that last hour that's hard, I bet. For me, it's always working out. So, like, I have no issue fasting if I'm not working out. But if I'm constantly working out, my body is just demanding food. All right, so we got Arthur and Rose we got to put in. Those orange players are godlike on jumbo gold packs. Dude, just wait until, was it during summertime when they put like all the promo cards and packs together towards the end of summer? Jumbo gold packs are insane then. Yeah. Because, like, that's something, too, like, I want you guys to be clear about in here. I know a lot of you guys suffer with depression, or we've had a bunch of people suffer with depression. Like, I truly wish I could help, and I think that's the best way I can help, if that makes sense. Like, I'll be here. I'll hear you out. I'll try to answer questions you may have with stuff, but I'm by no means a professional when it comes to that area. All right, can we get the chem? Perfect. All right. Another 81 plus. We'll open that once we hit 30 likes. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to smack the like button, dudes. Until then, let's continue to get some more packs made and make some more coins. Thoughts on Prem Silvers and Bronzes dropping to 1.5K? I love it. They are extremely easy to flip. What happens when they expire? So if you haven't known this already, we've already had League SBCs expire this year. This will be, I believe, the second time through they'll be expiring. So the way it typically works is after they expire, the League SBC comes back after a little bit of time, and you typically get better packs, is how it's worked in past years. Anxiety sucks, man. Yeah. Anxiety is a different beast from depression, for sure. All right, can we finish the lib again as well? Hey, 30 likes. All right, let's get open. Here we go. Can we get another walkout? Can we get a special card? Hey, we got one. I'll take an inform. Do we need an inform for the 85 plus player pick? Do you think they'd change the lib end pack to a prime gold players pack? My guess is what they're going to do is they're going to make the Prem probably a better pack than the 50K. I don't know what they'd switch it to. I would assume the other top leagues, most of them, the ones that have prime golds right now, I'm assuming will become 50Ks. You'll maybe take the mega pack and the Uber Eats one and make that a prime gold. Then the ones that have rare electrums right now, maybe you make those prime golds as well, potentially. Or a pack where it's, I don't know. That's the hard one. Rare electrums I would hope would go to prime golds. And then the lib, which is the rare mixed players pack, along with the Eredivisie and some other ones, I hope those become prime golds too. I more care about the tradable jumbo gold pack. They better not mess up that slot. They better keep this as a similar pack. If they make it a jumbo rare gold, that'd be awesome. Snappo, what's up, buddy? I feel the same, Dante, over here in Ireland. We have 12, 14-year-old kind of meetup things on Fridays. I haven't went to any of them because I'm too shy. Depression makes you feel like you giving up, no energy to do anything. Anxiety makes you scared of all life going wrong. And the combination makes you hate yourself for inactivity but stuck. It's the weirdest thing because it's like your brain lying to you 24/7, it feels like. And like the only like true workaround that I've found from that, and it's not an end all be all, but you have to know who you are outside of just how you feel. If you understand who you are, the things you're working towards, and kind of like your values, it can help a lot, especially when you're not feeling those in the moment. Because I feel like most of us have that, where you have days where you're just feeling like absolute crap. Or again, you don't want to do anything, or you think what you're doing is not worth it, people don't care about you, whatever the case may be. Having kind of that support system around you where people can affirm to you like, yeah, you do care. We do care about you. You do matter. That is huge. All right, so we need a Valise midfielder. But like for me, I get that in a whole different way. So for me, the way I experience that is through when it comes to like working out or even like YouTube and goals and stuff. Any of my goals I have those days where it's like I completely don't see it for myself. I feel like the work I'm doing is maybe not working towards anything, or it's not worth it, or no one would care if I just stopped doing things altogether. But it's those days when you're not feeling it that it matters the most to kind of understand what the true reality is. Sometimes it takes people around you to say it, or sometimes it takes you to just go through the motions. I just feel like nothing I do is enough, you know? I feel that a lot, buddy. But it is enough. That's the thing. All right, let me know once we hit 40 likes, dudes. You think you're going to do both Vieira and Zidane? I think that's a good idea. I was doing your lib method yesterday for like 2 hours and it worked perfect. And I was able to do Chiellini in the 86x2 and the 85 plus player pick and only lost like 20K. Hey, GG, buddy. Yeah, we're up a ton today and we still have quite a bit to go. All right, so we have currently we have no golds in our club. So let's do this instead. Let's get the guys we normally do. These have gone up a little bit. These were around 1K earlier. I don't know if their price has changed. But it doesn't matter too much. Oh, they went back down a little bit. How to apply for mod in Discord and YouTube? If you want to be a mod on Discord, send me a message on Discord. And I'll link the mod sheet, the Google sheet as well. I'll update it too for those of you wanting like more specific instructions and stuff. But essentially for YouTube mods, we're pretty good at the moment. But for Discord mods, that's where we really need help. So it's essentially, if you're already in Discord quite a bit, and you see something where it's like someone spammed something, or like the other day we had a dude whose account I think got hacked, and then he was linking everything in every channel. Being able to like delete those things and put a ban on those accounts. Yeah, dude, you get so many Prem cards. It's crazy. How can you make coins easily without trading? If you want to do League SBCs, you can look at our League SBC playlist, specifically the Libertadores video. But making coins in general, unless you're playing the game, is going to involve some sort of buying cards and selling cards. Discord's free? Yep. Our Discord's free to join. In a way, especially my family, I try everything in my power to convince myself it doesn't matter, but I just can't. Wait, I feel like I missed a comment. Seek, what's up, bud? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think with this. Family and friends are, I feel like, two different categories when it comes to this sort of topic, but especially family. Have you ever heard, like, the saying, be careful who you tell your dreams to? I think that's the saying. But it's like, that's difficult with family because most people's family loves you and cares for you and wants what they think is best. However, a lot of family want what's safe for an individual. So like, let's say you're, for example, let's use my case, a content creator on the side, working a job, doing this sort of thing, right? Doing YouTube or doing content in general, trying to make this a business is not safe to them, right? At first, it was seen as a waste of time before it became anything. But now that it's starting to grow some more, they're starting to see more and more of the potential, but they still think it'd be better to do other things with this time. They don't understand the impact of the community we're building, the life lessons and like the friendships along the way. They just see it as like me playing video games, which to a certain extent it is. But I don't expect them to kind of understand every in and out of like what I'm trying to do with this community, the goals I want for us, how we can all push each other forward. But on top of that, they're never going to understand what I want. Even if I like explain it to them, their idea of what I should do in my life is going to be different than what I actually want to do. It's not that they don't love me or care for me, but it's never going to perfectly align. I think for me, when I accepted that, it's made it a lot easier to accept advice, accept criticism in a way that doesn't feel like a direct attack on me or a direct attack on what I'm doing. That took years to overcome, man. I remember when I started college, my dad literally pulled me aside and said, like, listen, I don't want you wasting your time playing video games all the time. I want you to have, like, the normal college experience, like, you know, going to parties, making a bunch of friends, that sort of thing. And, like, part of that is, like, yeah, you want your kid to have a good time. But on top of that, I took that as, like, an insult, like, oh, what I'm doing is not worth my time to him. He doesn't think it's worth the time. But instead of just kind of putting my head down and getting upset over it, I took it as like I'm going to prove you wrong, but not out of like I hate my dad, I want to prove him wrong in a negative way. Kind of like I'm going to prove to you the idea I have in my head. You don't see it yet, but I'm going to show it to you one day. I think we've hit times where he starts seeing it, or it's like a brief period of time where it really like comes across to him, but then it's like short-term memory loss. It goes back to whatever it was to him. And like one of the things recently I've been able to do with them is like analytics, right? Analytics don't lie. Showing analytics, showing growth, showing numbers. It's really easy to point to one thing and be like, hey, look at this area. I was able to progress here. You can see the amount of YouTube recommended views. You can see the amount of subscribers per day. You can see how long I stream. You can see what kind of videos I'm uploading. You can see the trend of it growing. All that sort of stuff you can look at and be like, hey, objectively speaking, not being biased, this is growing. However, what's the rate you want to grow at? What's the end goal? And for a lot of people, they want to turn this into a full-time job. And I feel like that's where I'm in a blessed position because I'm not personally needing to turn this into a full-time job to be happy. I can kind of just go at my own pace. If it becomes something that can be a full-time income, sweet. But I'm not going to try to force myself to go down routes that get me there. I'm just going to enjoy this for what it is. Enjoy this community, whether there's 0 people tomorrow or 1 million people here. I think no matter what your goals are in life, it's very important to understand who you're telling your dreams to. I'm not saying to not share your life with other people, because you definitely need to do that to a certain extent, but especially when it comes to taking advice, understanding who's giving you advice, right? That's a big thing. Being able to filter that and understand the individual. And if you can put yourself in their shoes too, rather than being insulted at what they say, a lot of times you can understand where they're coming from. With a lot of adults especially, they want what's best for their kids, and they potentially maybe felt like they didn't get that in their childhood. So they want to provide you the best life possible. And then maybe you want to do that for your children, right? You want to provide them the best life possible. But for you, that might look like a very safe life. For them, it might involve taking risks, which no matter what you do in life, you're taking a risk. Thank you for 40 likes, guys. We just did the 4th player pick. We'll do the 5th one once we hit 50. Let's build we got a duplicate PK. Let's build an 85 plus. Yeah, we're going to do the 85 plus player pick. So we do need a team of the week. Perfect. Perfecto. We're going to have a decent amount of fodder. I'm excited about that. That's going to help going through, if we do a moments icon, it's going to make that very easy. We might have to just buy a couple big walkouts. But I like where we're kind of sitting. You got Mbappe in your foot champs picks on Sunday? GG. All right, let me pause the music for a second because I feel like I'm missing a lot of chat. Just on your lib method, I think the amount of players you receive makes it one of the best. Definitely going to start grinding. Hey, GG, bud. Glad it's helping. Sorry to be a bit of a downer on the stream. Cheers for all this, by the way. I think about it like that. Cheers. No, you're not being a downer on the stream, bro. You're being realistic to what people go through, and I think it's important because, especially like as a content creator, I feel like it's very easy to hide behind a mask of like, oh, everything's okay or everything's perfect. There's no problems that come with anything. That's not life, though. People struggle. No matter how strong of a faith you have in something when it comes to, let's say, whatever your goal is in life, there are things that are going to be roadblocks along the way. I think understanding mentally how you feel about these things and being able to think about them in a way that just doesn't depress you to the point of you not wanting to do it anymore is very important. But also, too, if you're trying to figure out what those things are you want to do in life and you feel like what you're doing right now either isn't fulfilling for you and you don't know what that next thing is going to be, or you feel like you're trying to chase that thing that's going to be fulfilling and you're struggling with that, kind of being able to process those thoughts in your head and see like, okay, realistically, if I have to write this down, what do I have to do, right? If I want to get better in this area, if this is an area that's causing me pain or suffering, what do I have to do logistically to start making this work? For some people, that might be you're unhealthy in terms of your weight. You feel like you're overweight and you want to lose some weight. Okay, realistically, how are you going to lose weight? What are the steps that need to be taken? And talking through things that way can make it a lot easier to kind of work towards those goals. And also kind of like set you on a path in the right direction. If you're just trying random stuff and expecting it to work, that's not always going to be the case. But for a lot of people, you think about it, you look at other people, you learn from their mistakes and your own, you're going to be in a better place than you were before. And again, it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. I'm still going through things that I feel like I should have figured out by now. That's just the way life is. That's also like the beauty in it too. You're learning as you go. I know that probably sounds super repetitive, but yeah. Tell a dream to a small-minded person, and that's where it will remain. To a certain extent, yes, I would agree. But also, too, people, it's not even someone small-minded. If you've ever had someone tell you a dream before that you don't want for yourself, it might be hard to understand, right? So you could have like a really good friend. Like in my case, I have some really good friends who just don't understand some of the things I do. I don't expect them to, right? I don't need their validation for me to want to keep doing it or justify why I do it. Especially the more people you ask. If you go through life just asking everyone around you what they think about something, you're going to get a million different responses and you're going to feel stuck and not wanting to do anything. For example, like YouTube, perfect example. If you are someone like me who literally either any stream I do or any video I do is constantly debating what I could have done better, if what I'm doing is worth it, if people will like the content I'm putting out, if it's too repetitive, whatever the case may be, if I personally let that fear stop me from creating content, that's not what I want in the end, right? I would rather get a comment that's criticism or someone trying to explain why they didn't enjoy something and learn from that rather than think, what if I would have made that content? What would have happened? Try it. One of the things I've been trying lately is seeing how a clip would do on the main channel versus our clips channel. Because what I noticed was a majority of the audience from the clips channel or this channel doesn't either know about our clips channel or doesn't watch it, or it's a completely different channel, so the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor it. But what I've noticed from the past couple like clips I've put on here is YouTube loves recommending the clips. The way the views get processed is less through search that like a lot of our streams or a lot of our videos might be with like how to grind a league SBC. YouTube just recommends this in general, so it ends up on a bunch of people's homepage. They subscribe through it, and then hey, on top of that, they get to see a stream. But yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out what I want to do, and I'm enjoying the process. But that's enough talking for now. Let's get this open, dudes. Cameron, what's up, buddy? All right, I'm gonna go to recording mode real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got an 85 plus player pick for you dudes. Comment down below, what did you get in the 85 plus if you've done this? I'm expecting a special card of some sorts. Doesn't have to be super high rated. I'm expecting just a special card. Okay. What are the odds we get a 90 plus though? Come on. I'm never doing these again. I'm never doing these again, bro. It's the same thing every time. This and the icon picks. Every time we do an icon pick and every time we do an 85 plus, it's just absolute straight trash. You can't convince me otherwise. Hey, thank goodness we did all untradables in there, right? We didn't have to spend a single penny. We just used some of our fodder. That was pretty trash. But hey, we're at 50 likes. That means we get another player pick for you dudes. Let's open a gold players pack to get some fodder for that. Yeah, we'll continue it. Every 10 likes, we'll do another player pack. So I owe you one for 50 likes. Then once we hit 60, I owe you another one. About to open 85 plus, but I am on the web app. Should I open it after seeing that? I feel like web app, you're going to have better luck. So I'd say, yeah. Got 88 crews. Jasper, what's up, buddy? Thought I'd drop in. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How about yourself? Actually, I'm doing a little worse now that we opened that. And it was so trash. But we'll survive, man. I'll find a way through it. Three, four. All right, we'll toss you in there. Perfect. All right, here's the next player pick. You got VVD. Hey, we got an icon. GG. Falling out of love with Ultimate Team, but hoping to be in full swing by Team of the Season. Hey, if a break's what you need, man, take a break. You did the whole of icon swaps on Monday afternoon. I'm going to listen for a bit, but I won't be able to reply. I'm going to put my phone on the charging. All right, sounds good. Oh, I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a life lesson that I've learned, and I feel like some of you might know it already, but I'm going to explain it in terms that make it sound like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people just will not decide to do this with their life. So this is the premise I'm going to give you. You hear people all the time, if you look for like motivational content, or if you shoot, I can't talk and make the lid, bro. That's gonna be awful. Let's just open packs. What was I saying? Yes. So when you hear people say, if you work a job that you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life again. I think people think too literally with that, and they think of like a 9-to-5 job when it comes to that saying. If you look at life that way, if you enjoy life, and you have kind of that same motto, and you find areas that you can really dive into that you really enjoy, dude, that is a game changer, especially if a lot of you guys struggle with mental health. I will tell you this, something like YouTube, for my case, it's YouTube. When I do YouTube, there is always something else that I can learn that could either make content better, that could make maybe YouTube recommend the channel more, maybe something another content creator is doing that they're testing out that is not doing too good and you can kind of learn from their mistakes. Whatever it is, none of this feels like work to me because I generally enjoy learning this stuff. And it's one of those things that I'm kind of passionate about, and I've been passionate since I was a little kid. Whether or not like I've ever made a single penny from YouTube wouldn't change the fact that in my free time, I'd be watching YouTube videos, I'd be learning about YouTube. And if that were like, let's say a job, no matter what the job is I'm working, if I don't love what I'm doing like YouTube, I'm never going to want to go above and beyond to try to learn that or gain that skill. And in a lot of your jobs, you probably maybe feel similar, where it's like, there's the work you do, right, that you're expected to do. And then there's sometimes where you feel like you could go above and beyond, but people just don't want to, whether it's you're not getting paid enough, whether it's you don't care about the job enough, whatever the case may be. It is hard to put yourself in a situation where you actively want to do all the little things, even if you don't care about it. But when it's something you love, a lot of people don't think twice about it. And that's something that you should look into your life a little bit more and find those things that, whether it's like 5 to 10 minutes a day that you love, if you can research it a little bit more, learn more about it, and continue to grow in those areas, it will make you a lot happier. I don't think it'll ever give you true happiness, but at least in my life, I felt that be a huge thing for allowing me to better understand what it is I'm hoping to achieve and being able to rationalize it, right? Like if a YouTuber's goal is, I want to get 1 million subscribers, it's like, okay, how do you plan to get to 1 million subscribers? Is it going to be through streams? Is it going to be through videos? What kind of content do you want to do? Do you want to do video games? Do you want to do finance? Do you want to do fitness? If it is video games and you're going to be a gaming genre, you know, what kind of audience are you looking for? Minecraft audience, FIFA audience, Call of Duty audience, and kind of like understanding all those steps and being like, okay, what kind of content's working well? What are you good at? What value can you add? Is it entertainment? Is it like a tips and trick? Is it a way to make coins? Is it a way to save yourself time, win more games? Whatever the case may be, walking through all those things and kind of figuring out kind of what that road's going to be is super important. Same thing like with fitness. I've been doing fitness for, I would say pretty heavily now for weightlifting, that is, for the past like 4 or 5 years. And it took me 2.5 years until I started trying to do like progressive overload sort of thing, where I was understanding how much I was lifting. I was tracking how much I was eating, what I would need to eat, kind of how I could continue to put on muscle without putting on as much fat, right? And then when you're cutting down, how I can lose as much fat as possible, but not losing the muscle when I'm going down in weight. How much water am I drinking? What foods am I eating? Like all these things, you start thinking about more and you make better choices. But if you don't think about those things, right, and you're just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks, you might do something for a very long time and not understand that you are potentially never going to reach your true potential. And part of that might be just you're not educated in that area. So moral of the story, because I want to get back to grinding. Moral of the story, life is all about learning. Enjoy it. You're never going to have it all figured out, but the more you know, the better. Make this a clip. It's a really good talk. I could save it. It's hard to do like good talks on here because it takes too many brain cells for me to concentrate on that while doing the lib. So I'd just be sitting here not doing anything. Question. I do your League SBC method. I do MLS, but constantly slow down because it takes 5+ minutes for the cards that have bid on to expire. And there's only one page. What do you recommend I do? Either wait that time, try it with a different league, or do it during times where there's more cards on the market. Those would be kind of like my main tips. Carlos, what's up, buddy? I disagree with Reed, Akram. The old viewers are often here for Reed. Reed, not for the methods. I've taught him. LMAO. Yeah, I had a good Easter, buddy. It was really good. Spent time with family. Went to go see them. A lot of fun. Carlos, I mean, when I see Reed dropping one of these vids, I 99% know what he's going to say. I just wanted to say that it's not targeted towards us. Yes and no. So one of the things, and I get this question a lot because it makes sense to a majority of people who get it, but the people who don't. So for like, let's say Cameron as an individual or Akram, you guys see a player pick come out, you see me make a video on how to grind this player pick, right? You might click on it because you're interested to see, oh, is it a lot different than last time, or is it like the similar ideas? If it's just the similar ideas, you might click off or be like, oh, I kind of understood that already. You would be surprised, and I had to look analytically. You would be surprised, because I didn't believe this either. I looked at what videos do the best with the current audience, because the conception or the misconception is that those videos aren't made for the current audience. It's made for new audience, which even I thought for a period of time. The people who consume those videos the most and watch the most of them are people who are already subscribed and already been around the channel for a while, which kind of blew my mind. Because like I thought for sure it'd be like, oh yeah, that's a view, but they understand what's going on. If you guys understand the lib, watch those videos and kind of understand what I'm going to say, that is like the 1% of the 1% on this channel. A majority of people aren't at that point where they understand kind of that whole thing. A lot of them might understand the lib a little bit or heard the lib through me, but they understand how it can apply to this. They might be trying to do something else, but they're spending a lot of coins, and now they're interested to see how they don't have to spend a lot of coins. It's really weird how that ends up working. Because like in my head, I think the same thing too. I'm like, do I make this video? I feel like I've made a similar video before, but I know it's going to help potentially a lot of people. So I do it, and then it ends up doing well, and is some of the best performing videos. I'm sitting there confused because I'm like, okay, I didn't think this was going to do well, but these consistently turn into the best videos and get the most positive feedback. Something has to be working with this rhythm. So the thing I'm trying to learn as I continue to do that is, okay, every time we do this, what is another element that we could potentially add in? Or what is another like way we could potentially grind? So one of the things I've been getting into saying more as of recently is, yeah, obviously the lib's going to be the main talking point, but going more the silver upgrade route, not necessarily through BPM, but talking about how easy it could be. Oh, we didn't do Ja Felix. Dang it. How easy it could be to understand the silver market more when it comes to the full silver market. Because we saw last week where if you looked at the buy now silvers, things were expiring without a 200 buy now. But by the end of the week, every single silver was like 300, 400 coins. So if you would have had a full kind of club stored with not only League SBC cards, let's say the off leagues for 150, you're doing silver upgrades, you could have made insane bank on those. Or you could sit there, I think it was Cameron or someone else, I can't remember. It would do like the silver center back method. What we did week 1 of the game was then working again. Because people were sitting here seeing that you could bid 150 to 200 on a silver center back and sell it for 300, 400 easy. I think some of that's loyalty based. I like watching your videos as a part of the community, but I know your system. It's supporting. Yep, and that's also too why, like with the Clips channel, right? It's a lot of different content that would be on that would normally be on this channel. But as I've started bringing those clips over, one of the things I've noticed is a lot of people who wouldn't have subscribed to the Clips channel or maybe don't know about it, or it's just not in their feed because YouTube's not recommending it. If I put a clip up on this main channel, it's something that new audience can enjoy. It's something that current audience can enjoy. It's like the perfect recipe. So I think I'm going to start trying to do more like, oh, we did an 85 plus, show the pack pull and make that a video. And then like later in the week, if we want to do a trading tip, sweet. But house that all on one channel and see how that does. Because then that's another way of giving content that is different than just how to grind a league SBC sort of thing. But then also too, experimenting more with streams where we can try different things out, different titles, different kind of like stream things. Like today, we're doing the every 10 likes is a player pick. We've done these in the past, and they do really well in terms of like likes and interaction. So if this is a thing that we can continue doing, that'd be sweet. Where is this one? There's Zhao. Here you are, buddy. But even then, having like a rotation, maybe like 4 or 5 different kind of stream ideas and like trying out different ones, I think would be a really cool idea. So it's not just the same copy and paste title each time. Should I sell common golds or wait longer? I'm selling for 700 to 800 right now on a lot of them, and I think that's good. If you want to wait, you can. I don't think you need to. Any tips I should do before team of the season? Yeah, we can kind of go over that in a little bit. I would say more than anything, be ready for whatever content comes out. So if you see League SBC cards low, feel free to stock your club, especially with the smaller League SBCs. If you see gold commons low, pick up a bunch of those. I'm talking like 300, 350. Fully stock your club with those. If you think we're going to get SBCs and informs are going to rise and you see informs are low, stock those. Essentially club stocking. Getting your club ready for SBCs that you've known in the past to come out. If you think they're going to kind of come out again, being prepared for those. Each week, we tend to get any sort of repeatable SBC, whether it's a player pick or something else. Being ready for the possibility of that. Understanding what they typically look for in terms of requirements. Rare golds typically don't rise too much. Common golds are the ones that rise the most. All right, 60 likes. We got another player pick for you dudes. What do you think we're going to get in this one? Clip channel is amazing. Thank you. If you remember FIFA 19 SBC solutions, you're an OG? Bro, that's crazy. It's been a long while. Rare golds rise doing footies. Dude, these have been trash today, brother. Here, we'll do a bonus one. Trash, brother. What are these? My goodness. And you're one of the only streamers that doesn't play Weekend League? I feel like that's a pro about the channel. You don't get to see me rage at Weekend League. It's a win for all of us. I still have a little bit over 1,000 shadows we have to sell, but when I do, we should be, if I can sell at 2.5, we should be above 11 million. Which I'm excited about. You should do a FIFA 19 gold upgrade solution for memes on the Clip channel. We saw your rage at draft. If you've seen me rage at draft, imagine what anything else would look like. You wouldn't put Kepa in, you'll get a walkout? Do you think Prem Silvers will hit 3K before team of the season? So I kind of talked about this before. I don't know how many of you have heard it, but something to keep in mind with cards, like especially if you're holding on to a bunch of Prems because you're waiting for them to hit 3K, don't feel like you need to wait for them to hit 3K. Every single day, there's been ups and downs of these prices. Something like 1.4, 1.5 on the low end, then up to 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. If you constantly can find a rhythm, feel free to pick a bunch up, sell. Pick up, sell. Kind of like we do with the Lib, kind of like we do with other leagues. That's going to make you a bunch of coins rather than you sitting on these and thinking, hey, I'm just going to wait till these hit 3K. Because the reality is, let's say they never hit 3K again. Are you just going to hold those for the rest of FIFA? Or are you going to take advantage of the stuff that comes out? The perks of doing that as well is if you're picking up on trends of them being low and high, if you pick up a bunch when they're low again, your average price ends up going down and you make profit at the same time. So if you're selling off, let's say you make an L on some of the cards. Let's say you bought a bunch of cards at 2K and you're selling at 1.8, 1.9, or let's say you sell at like 1.5, right? That's a 500 coin loss on a card. But if you pick some up for 1.2, 1.3, you flip them for 1.8, you made those coins back. You're going to do it over and over. Your average goes down. Let's say they do get to 3K again. You're going to have a bunch of cards for under 2K. You're going to make a lot of profit on those then. It's just a way of looking at it. Okay, so we have Arthur, Boateng, and Odegaard we got to do. Muhammad, I don't want you missing out on coins, bro. Because you could sit there forever. I don't want you doing that. Are you actually at 0 coins right now? Did you put every last coin into a Prem Silver? Oh crap, that's not enough. There we go. $82, $83, and $86. Hopefully we get all walkouts there. Just began the Vieira grind. Any tips? Yep. Use as many untradables as you can. Do as many player picks as you can. Try to not buy fodder. But also, too, hopefully you can pack something along the way with all those packs in them. When the prices drop, I carried on buying. Now I have 7K in the bank. Okay. So how many coins do you think you put into them? How many coins do you think you put into these? And what do you think the average price is you've bought for if you bought down into them? Because we do the same thing with shadows all the time. We buy down into them. Then they rise, we sell. And typically we were selling at 3 to 3.5, 4K if we're lucky. But the average has been slowly going down too with how high they get. So we've been tracking that, paying attention to the highs and lows, buying less than we were before, and selling maybe for a little less, but still making coins. So like right now, the high end we've been selling shadows for is 2.5 to 2.8. Shadows haven't hit 3K in a while, or at least I haven't been selling them for 3K in a while. But instead of sitting there and just kind of waiting until they hit 3K again, I've just been constantly tracking, okay, what kind of seems to be the highs and lows, pick up when they're low, sell when they're high. You're going to make a lot more coins that way rather than just blankly waiting for a price. Want to become a FIFA millionaire? You absolutely can do that, buddy. Have to go soon? All right, see you, buddy. How many likes for a legacy Manscaped ad? I mean, once the daily icons are gone, and once BPM isn't as effective, and once the player picks are gone too, if that all goes around the same time, you're going to see those prices go up. Because realistically, we talked about this before, the Prem Silvers are going to hold whatever the price the bronzes are. If the bronzes are constantly getting packed, and it even seems like for silvers, the pack weight is extremely easy to pack them now. That has to be playing into it at least a little bit. Like, if you go back on the channel or you ask anyone who's been around here for a while, that's been a consistent thing we did week in, week out. We just pick up Prem Silvers. and they would constantly just rise. So that's been like a normal thing that would go on. And now we're seeing that change a little bit. Fireball, what's up, buddy? Yo, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, feel free to smack the like button, dudes. We're about to hit 70 likes. Every 10 likes, we're doing a player pick. So once we hit 70, we'll open another one. And also, if you guys are new as well, feel free to subscribe. Do a bunch of trading tips on this channel, League SBC grinds, bunch of pack openings. Yeah. 100 likes for a Manscaped ad. What'd you say, Cameron? It's my 3-year anniversary on this channel at Team of the Season. Maybe for a release, I get my name on balloons on screen. 3 years, dang. We have some people who've been around for almost 7 years now, which is crazy. One of my best friends has been around for 7 years. Or, I guess, coming up on in a couple months. We had Serie A we're going to do, right? Is it common for League SBC cards to hold value through Team of the Season? Depends on what's going on. So I would argue during Team of the Year, there was high points for, like, let's say top leagues like Prems, where people were doing League SBCs like crazy. Then there was extremely low points when everyone was doing repeatable SBCs. And no one was really doing League SBCs as much as, like, let's say the league-specific 25K packs. So it's a little bit of both. It's understanding what causes the market to do what. All right, you gotta put Arthur in. No good English? What language do you speak, bud? What's your main language? Bubba, try to do 41 chem when you craft the player picks. Does that actually make a difference? I feel like I've heard that for years, and it hasn't really done anything. Sheffield Wednesday won? No. One 0 on a penalty. Oh, I guess Crew only had one shot. All right. So that moves Sunderland down, obviously. But both Plymouth and Wickham have one more game played. So if Sunderland wins their next game, Sunderland wins, they're to 4th place then. Dude, this end of the year is going to be crazy, man. I still think Sunderland has one of the best schedules for teams competing for playoffs. But it will be tough. That was a huge point against Plymouth, though. Should I put all coins into Prem Silver Bronzes? If you want. If you think they're going to go up more. That's up to you. If you think they're at their lowest and they're going to continue to rise later on, absolutely, then go for it. All right. Another player pick, dudes. 70 likes. Hey, there we go. I did one of them. I didn't even try to get that cab. You're a Newcastle supporter? Nice. I think you said that before, unless that was someone else. What's your team? I will show off my team. We have 3 teams, buddy. We have our kind of main squad we've been using at the moment, which is a mix of Defoe, Icons, and Americans, which I like a lot. We have our AC Milan past and present, where it's players that have either currently played for AC Milan or used to play for AC Milan in a squad. And then we have our USA team. That is a full special card USA team, which I'm hoping we can get some more upgrades during Team of the Season. Screw it. Let's open all 3 of these. I'll take a 90. Buying all at 1,200. If that seems good, start trading. And all profit into these. Team season, maybe they go to 3K. Even if they go to 2K, you're going to be making a lot. Ter Stegen was the 141 chem? Of course he was. The fraud USA team is not a real team. I truly hope the United States is ready for the World Cup. Hopefully our players are back from injury and hopefully we can figure out a team. Because like right now, I like our back line, but I feel like we have so many people playing in Europe that could fit that back line too. And then like attacking presence. We literally need a striker. I don't think Ream's fast enough. I don't think Pepe's ready. Or fast enough or good enough. Pulisic, I would love to see play more central or Reina play more central. But it seems like Reina is going to be central mid. It seems like Pulisic's still going to be out wide. I truly hope we can figure it out by the time World Cup happens. Because I would love a good match against England. Am I from the US? Yes. Oh, yeah. We miss Donovan all the time. You also need a Clint Dempsey, baby. Hopefully they give him a card. I'd love to put him in the team. If I even trade a 50K a day, turn silvers to 2.5 during team of the season, how much would I be looking at? Think of it this way. Anything you do, so if you make 50K a day, let's say you easily trade 50K a day. If you're reinvesting them into prems and they're doing what you're saying, which is double in price, if you think 2.5 is realistic, every day you're not really making 50K. You're technically making 100K. That'd be the way I'd look at it. So the question would be not how much you'd make from the prem cards. If you're making 50K a day and you're calculating how many days you're going to do, calculate that to find out what the profit would be if they got the 2.5. Donovan's not in the game. No, he doesn't have a hero or captain's card or hero card. I want him to have one, but he doesn't have one. How many coins do you need to do the Libertadores League SBC method? You can literally have 150 coins and start. You just bid on a card, flip it for profit, and go from there. But typically having it, I would say 25K to 50K is pretty good to start the bid in. If you want to see step-by-step on how I recommend doing it, I'll link you the League SBC playlist where you can take a look at our lib video where we break down step-by-step the bidding process, the selling process, the how you do the SBC, what teams you should be looking for to do for the one team, how you should not waste cards, how potentially it would be a benefit to do it on the companion app instead of console. We go over all that stuff. So I'd start there. When it comes to, again, the bidding and the storing, if you're low on coins, instead of bidding and storing everything in your club, find out how much profit you can make on average per card, bid on a group of cards, like let's say it's 10 cards, you sell 9, you store 1. You start with that. You notice how much profit you're making. Maybe you bid on 20 then, and instead of storing 2 in the club and selling the rest, maybe you sell 15 and you store 5. And you slowly start filling up your club to get that foundation. Because that is the most important thing, is getting that initial foundation. Then from there, the SBC becomes the easiest thing in the world. It's still day. It's 5 o'clock in the evening where I'm from. Is there a special way to complete the last 2 segments of the lib? I'm doing them, but I just go to a team, and if they are not close to having 11 players, I just put them in the whole team. And wait, the lowest two or the top two? The highest rated ones, you don't need that. The lowest two is you need one of every 11 different teams, and then the one all from the same team. Can you kind of word what you said? Nitro, I'm not sure, buddy. That's a good question. Maybe this is what I need to get back into FIFA? Honestly, do it. Yeah. You're from Ireland as well. Nice. The top two. So the top two, again, you can watch the video and see me do it step by step. If you want, like, live, what I'd essentially do is I pick 3 cards that are gold for the 74 team. And the rest, I use cards that I'm not going to use for a 1 team. So I typically go with goalkeeper, CDM, and striker. The reason I go with these 3 for golds is because I understand that I'm going to use higher rated CDMs. Like, let's say high 70s, or I guess low to mid 70s. In the 70 plus one. So I'll buy these out. Then the rest I'll just use what I have in my club. Then I will understand which 1 teams I have a lot of cards from, so I won't use those for these. Because it can be very easy just for you to throw in the highest rated you have or a position you have. But if you're using cards, like let's say I'm using Porteno for my 1 team, right? We have 2 center backs right there from Porteno. Why would I put Porteno in if I'm going to use them for the 1 team? That would just be a waste of players and probably make it harder for me to do. If I'm going to use teams that I typically don't use in the 1 team, I'll toss them in. Boom. Boom. Cam, we typically go with something a little bit higher. Then striker, we don't need the highest in the world. This is probably going to be a 75 rating one if we did anything high. But we can get away with the super low card. So there, we got that done. Super easy. Pack made. Then if you want to get an idea of what you have for the 1 team, you could just go through each one and get an idea. So if I go, let's say, low to high. Lib. Felice is one of the ones I use. I just use them, so they're going to be low. Universitario is getting back up there. I have 10 now. I'll probably wait till I get over 11. Union, getting up there again. Universidad, getting up there again. Strongest I used to use, not as much anymore. Cristal, I'll use on and off. Looks like I have enough there. So I can get an idea to see if this would work. Toss them in. And just kind of make notes of that. Hey, which ones are you using for the 1 team? Which ones are you not? So then you'd want to focus on the top 2 teams, the 74 rated and the 70 rated one, on players from teams that aren't going to be the 1 team. So build from there. So it looks like we need a goalie. And this is Cristal. This should only be like, I think, 300 coins. Perfect. Boom. Isn't, because I believe he's the president of Liberia, and it would be a problem with legal rights? Maybe. MK, what's up, buddy? Is player contracts selling? They're always going to be selling if you list them enough. You should check PS messages. Jeez. New setup? No. It's the same setup. It's just I'm waiting for a window repair to get done. So it's a little bit scuffed looking. little bit higher of a camera angle because I don't have my correct chair. And I have no bedding on because they have to paint my walls again. They chuck my whole bed out of the room when they do it. Not trying to give anyone ideas. A little too late for that. Yo, let me know once we hit 80 likes, dudes. Looks like we're one away. We'll do the next player pick then. Gotta go to sleep. Have a good stream. All right, see you, buddy. Have a good night, man. Player contracts sell on the weekend better than on the days. Yep. I typically, before bed, will list a bunch up and then relist them in the morning. I can typically make about 10K or so throughout the day on them just by listing them for 200 by now. Whether that's a gold rare, gold common, silver rare, silver common, all kind of the same thing. If you list them in groups together, it makes it easier to sell, but you'll typically get like 5 to 15 sales. We hit 80. Hey, let's get it. All right. What do you think the rating's going to be in this one? If you had to take a guess. I'm saying it's going to be a 84. $81? You think we're going to get 3 81s? I hope not. Should you do Defoe? Absolutely. We got 383s. Could have been worse. Could have been way better. Somewhere in between. I think we did the lib over 10 times in the past, 8 hours. Just casually throughout the day. I've gotten even more efficient at doing them, which I'm super excited about. The way I do it on Companion app and web app is a lot faster than I was doing it before. Mainly when it comes to the 11 different teams. Instead of going through each team, I just go through each position now. Surprised I'm not getting more duplicates. That's crazy to me. So we're going to have a bunch of silver cards. We'll have to start making some silver upgrades too. All right, we got a Sturridge. So let's use England players. I'm kind of starting to not care about using rares anymore because we're having a lot of rares pile up. And they're kind of useless. So, whether it's a gold common or gold rare, if it's not a walkout, we might just send it all. Because realistically, we're not buying them, so it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, Defoe is really good value in my opinion. Especially if you can get a lot of the fodder just through some player picks. We have some fodder laying around. Fantastic card. Look at that. Nothing super crazy. You just constantly make some coins on the flips as well. This adds up over time. Why do I open the pick? Because we open a pick every 10 likes. Thus the title. You did Defoe? Nice. He's got a nice tradable Courtois from the Mexican League. Liga MX OP. Quicker you open a pick, the better the luck. There's no luck in PBs anymore. It's all scripted after day one. Best coin method? Just flipping silver cards or lib cards. Go to each league SBC, see if you can snipe some, see if you can bid on some. Just constantly flip those. If you can pick up gold commons, feel free to do that too, but you're going to have a lot more competition. I'm going to do the Defoe SBC so I can put him in a Newcastle player SBC later on. I bet. Ask for the method. You tell me the methods I told you. Bruh, you literally don't understand. Nothing has changed since you left, mate. You might not be here. You might not be playing FIFA. I do the same thing. I just bid on cards and flip them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What should be the minimum overall to bid on a lib card? I wouldn't say there's a minimum. I would just say bid less than what the buy now would be that you're selling it for. So if you compare price on a card, let's say it's a silver one, right? You can't bid 150 on a silver. So the minimum you'd have to bid on that is a 250 because it's a silver rare. But a bronze rare, right? The buy now might be 700, but if you can get away with a 150 bid, right? Feel free to bid 150. But each card's different, so. You got 1K coins? Help you? I'll link you my trading playlist, buddy. Feel free to take a look at that. I mean, there's millions of methods, Cameron. Literally just look at any SVC. Look at a marquee matchup. You could snipe cards, bid on them. You could look at special cards, look at the buy now price, bid loss. This is the area I live in. Addison, what's up, bud? If you had to take one Newcastle player into Sunderland, who would it be? I don't know. Let me get back to you on that. It's the area I live in. You did a Russian. All right, let's finish up the lib. Finish her up. I'm trolling by Deadass, got 1K coins, just don't know what to do. Probably going to flip libs or any other league, right? Just look at the buy now, bid less. Could probably get easily 10 to 25K tonight, just doing that alone. All right, so we're going to do... I have an idea of what the next 2 1 teams are going to be. Perfect. Would you rather meet the whole Sunderland squad or Thiago Silva? Thiago Silva. I would love to play against Thiago Silva. It'd be cool to meet him, but I would love to be on the same pitch. Play maybe center back with him. Both of us play center back. That'd be like a cool thing. All right, let's see. We'll go I and D for the right wing. We'll go Union for the left mid or left wing. Is this a glitch on the card? Or does he have like a bandage or something on his eye? All right. Carr has a left back, I'm pretty sure. Let's go strongest for the other center back. Believe we have a... Shoot, we have 2 right backs from there. Oh, Nacional. Here we go. That works. We can do a... That there. To America. Can do a Valise. Could also do that. Let's do low to high. Do club. Then just anything. Don't have him yet. There you go. How much pace do you think you'd have if you're a FIFA card? At least 85. Probably like 85 to 88 for a center back. Probably with more acceleration too than the sprint speed. Why is Defoe recommended? So he's a small card. He's very meta in the sense of how the game's typically played. He has really good dribbling, and his shot is just lethal. And I play a finisher on him. I don't even think I have the best chem style on him personally. Even though he's high to low, he does a really good job of defending and coming back as an option. So he's in really good positions. His finesse shot's insane. He has outside of the foot. I just really enjoy the card, and I think the stats speak for themselves. He lasts the whole game for me, typically. And he's really easy to link to an Englishman or the best inform in the game. Yeah, he's Sunderland. Meet Silva or Zlatan and Gooch? Silva. I mean, I wouldn't be meeting Zlatan. One does not meet Zlatan. Zlatan meets them. With his presence. Blesses them with his presence. Do I use time finishing? I have it on, but I typically don't use it. What other leagues do you recommend? All these small league SBCs. So if it's not a top 5 league, do it. Probably not Sudamericana, though. That'd maybe be the one I wouldn't recommend. Flip card. Now you got 2,000. GG. Not done an Icon 2 rare player pack. I can get 28. Dude, there's so many. There's so many. I still have so many to do. I thought I've done a lot. All right, so we need a striker. Perfect. All right, let's try a game. I haven't used Defoe in a bit. Let's play a game, and then we'll open some player picks when I get back. We're about to hit 90 likes, so we'll for sure have one to do when we get back if we hit 90. But if we get to 100 likes, I'll just make a bunch before we end the stream. Kind of throw what we got in. Let's, what were we playing? I haven't played in a minute. I think I did 4 and 2 and 2. Yeah. Finish your comment. Probably pack Pele because of lack of play. Yeah. 100% you could. So 34% of you, 119 of you voted. 34% of you said you've packed a foot captain's card in these picks. So they must be pretty decent across the board, especially yesterday. We got 2 myself, and then we got a back-to-back in the video that we uploaded today for you guys with the share plays. Been pretty crazy, man. My goal is to get so many coins for the end of the game or promo. For the end of game promo, yes. So my kind of goal for the rest of the year, once we get rid of the rest of these shadows, we have about 1,000 left. I'm going to sell at 2,500. We should have over 11 mil again. That's if I don't spend anything more on an icon or things like that. My goal is just to constantly make nonstop League SBCs for the rest of the year. Just do that as content. So instead of just mass buying players when they come out in terms of like SBCs or things like that to improve our team, I'm just going to keep putting coins in the way I've been doing, bidding, maybe buying some players, going through more SBCs on a daily basis, getting more fodder, and just repeating that process nonstop. And if the lib has the same kind of jumbo gold pack or a very similar tradable one, it is going to be even easier, in my opinion, for the rest of the year to get even more coins. Because like the way we're doing it now is already profitable. If we could do it for less profit, but still either be making profit or breaking even, it's going to feel like an unlimited amount of packs, even more than we already are. So that would be my goal, is to constantly just do that with my coins for the rest of the year. And then obviously every reoccurring member on the channel. So if a person's become a member month after month and they put the message in chat showing what month it is, or we get a new member on the channel, every member essentially is a promo pack So we'll be putting our coins into that as well, like we've been doing. Feels weird once you haven't played gameplay for a couple days. And by weird, I mean super easy. You got Pyatt out of your 85 plus pick. Nice. Good ball. He has Lewandowski. Sorry, that's not going to work, dude. Oh, sir, he took out Defoe. I was going to play it back to him. Dang it. Tried to get too fancy. He has that Nkunku. He's going to get like 5 more special cards before the end of the game. He might become the most special carded player in the history of foot for individual FIFA. Who has that title right now? I wonder what that'd be. He has to be up there. If not, already him. Haaland had the most last year? How many special cards did he have by the end of the game? Good play, Mbappe. I'm going to head off. Nice to be back in the streams, even for a little. Sounds good, buddy. Have a good night. All right, let's check Mbappe in. Eight special cards. And how many does Nkunku have? He has a couple informs. He has like 1 or 2 promo cards. He has a couple player of the months, right? So maybe like 6 or 7. You'd probably get a team this season. Probably another player of the month, so he might go down. All right, Mbappe, we're going to let you loose, bro. Just do your thing, man. Oh, I left that wide open. That could have been bad. Dang it! I should have crossed that. Uh-oh. No! Good shit. Oh, Dempsey. Flip 2,000 to 2.5K. Crazy. I'll have at least 30K by the time I go to sleep. Nice. Told you. Oh, what was that? If you could get a team of season while getting a player of the month, he'd be 99 by now. Absolutely. He'd just get one like every week. He'd be like the first card to have over 100 or over 99. Imagine if they did that. Eventually made it so you could get over a 99. That'd be crazy. I would personally love that. Imagine how much harder it would be to get those cards, though. That'd be torture. All right, this has been a good back and forth game so far. What should we do? What should we do? I'll keep that the same for now. I really like how this team is formatted. Who is your guys' favorite player you've used in game this year? For me, Mbappe's up there. Defoe's up there. Defender-wise, Das has been unbelievable for me personally. Oh, Roberto. I'm so happy we got Maradona too before his card went away as well. I feel like a lot of people wish they would have gotten them. I'm so glad we ended up taking him. We almost didn't take him. All right, McKenny, save us. No. Oh, he would have had me beat if he would have just ran at me. What? Ain't no way I didn't score that, bro. Hey, man, he's blocking everything. Jeez. I can't get an open shot anywhere. There we go. Prime Lam. He moves like butter. 88 winter card Martial. Highly underrated. 5-star, 5-star. Dude, I'm thinking about getting Marcelo and playing Marcelo at striker with the 5-5 for his left back card. Captain Chiellini, midfielder, team of the year. Cancelo, attacker. Foot, birthday, Dybala. All right, come on. We need to finish this game strong. Oh, what a catch. Sadly, you couldn't finish that. Oh, I'm playing awful right now. Oh, the smallest man on the pitch got that. McKinney, you beast. Getting better and better at attacking. We're playing more and more basic. That's the thing. I feel like that's why. De Gea just batted that out of the stadium, bro. Jeez. De Gea hit that to the moon. GG. All right. I owe you guys a player pick. Let's get that open. And then I think I got to head out. It is time to leave. So hopefully we can end on a bang. We'll have loads of packs again for tomorrow. We had like 50 today. We should have over that for tomorrow. Hey, I'll take that. That is a interesting looking card, man. 91 pace. Long passer, long shot taker. I'll take that, man. GG. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow, dudes. Have a good night. God bless you all. If you didn't see our pack pull from today, we made it a clip on the channel, so feel free to check that out. We'll see you then.